All right, President Biden heading to Virginia today as the state looks like it could be in play for Republicans, especially after Biden's disastrous debate performance last week. I think you might have heard about that. Army veteran Derrick is running for Congress as a Republican in Virginia, got the nomination 2 weeks ago. His race is being touted as the hottest in the Commonwealth this fall, and every race matters in the House. He joins us, and welcome, Derrick. Congratulations on getting the nomination. So you're going to be going against Eugene Vindman, who is the twin brother of Vindman, who went after and was a whistleblower against President Trump. I know he endorsed you. I think President Trump is passionately endorsing you. A lot has to do with your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian, and thanks for having me. You know, one of the issues we're seeing with Mr. Vindman is that he appears to be having a political revenge campaign rather than focusing on the things that are impacting the people here in the 7th Congressional District. You know, I grew up in this district. This is my home district. This is where I spent the first 20 years of my life. I went from kindergarten to high school. I went working at my mom's local restaurant. So I feel the impact. I hear from people every single day in our district where they talk about the issues, specifically our economy, where it costs the average family here in the Commonwealth about $1,100 more a month just to live. That's not to go to fancy dinners. That's not to go on vacations. That's just to live. I heard one of your previous guests talk about how people just can't catch up right now. And that's what the Democrats have on their plate right now. We look at a southern border that's absolutely porous. Just recently here in the 7th Congressional District in Central Virginia, we have Marine Corps Base Quantico, where we had 2 illegal immigrants of Jordanian descent attempt to breach the front gate. So again, my opponent has just got a political revenge tour against President Trump, whereas me, I'm focused on the things impacting the people here in the 7th Congressional District.
I've looked at 3 straight polls now, and President Biden and President Trump in a dead heat. This is the same state that's been dominated by Democrats, that Joe Biden won by 8 points. Then we watched this Republican named Glenn Youngkin come out of nowhere to win the governor's seat over a former governor that everybody knew. What's changing, do you think, in Virginia?
Yeah, Brian, I think the folks here in the 7th and the Commonwealth writ large want to see us get back to common sense policies. I mentioned the economy and the border, but if we look at President Biden's weak leadership, specifically what he said on the debate stage, we have multiple military installations here in the Commonwealth and here in the 7th Congressional District. When President Biden on the debate stage referenced that, and I'm paraphrasing, that he didn't have any troops die anywhere in the world under his watch, that hit hard to me. That hit hard to a lot of our veterans in the 7th District here. About 13% of our district is comprised of veterans. And so when you hear the president blatantly lie on national TV during a debate, it hits hard, especially considering what we saw in Afghanistan, that botched withdrawal where 13 service members were killed. That's what got me into this race. That's what propelled me into running for Congress, is because, I lost several of my guys in Afghanistan. I was pretty disgusted at Biden when he was looking down at his watch over and over again during those dignified transfer remains. So again, here in Virginia, folks just want to get back to common sense policies where it's affordable to live, that our communities are safe, and that we're taking care of our veterans.
And, you got such history in Virginia. You also have a lot of military in Virginia, and that's why it was Republican for the longest time. But something changed over the last decade, and we'll see if it changes back. Derrick Anderson running strong with the Military Foundation and growing up in the area. And the name Vindman has got the president's attention. So good luck, Derrick.
Thanks, Brian. Always a pleasure.
All right. Meanwhile, let's go over to Carly Shimkus.